All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, the day after inauguration, and this is the very first episode of Markets with Morning Joe. I'm Joe, and I'm having my Morning Joe. We're going to take a look at the markets and see what's going on. And so grab yourself a cup of coffee and follow along. I'm going to start off with a disclosure. I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I giving financial advice. This is me simply doing my daily routine, going through the market, seeing what's going on in the charts, and sharing it uh, with you all for a gain of knowledge for myself, and hopefully somebody else will pick something up and um, you know get interested in learning more about the charts as I have been. So we're going to start off with Bitcoin. Taking a look at the charts, Bitcoin was a very interesting um, play yesterday. Let's go to the daily. And, for a little while, first thing in the morning, I thought Bitcoin was going to rip as it came all the way up here to 109,464. And yeah, the high was 356 actually, 109,356. But as you can see, let me zoom in here for you. Put in a massive topping tail. This right here, let me see if I can get out of this and just do the arrow. There we go. That is a topping tail. The little body right here towards the lower 25% of the entire bar. This long stem right here, or wick, some people would call it, that is a tail end. It's heading towards the top, so that's a topping tail. You can see Bitcoin put in a bottoming tail not too long ago, just about a week ago. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Just a week ago. So it bottomed out. It came all the way down to 88, 89-ish, and made its way up. And it made a fast move back up. And I think it fooled a lot of people. It certainly had me fooled for a little bit in the morning at least. And once inauguration started, it just started to sell off, and that was it. That topped out. As you can see, here's another topping tail that happened this December 17th, and then it moved its way down, put in a bottoming tail, came back up, came back down. This one here never went lower than the bottoming tail, came back up, down. This one made a new low. So this is a daily bottoming tail. So that means for the next few days at least, that bottomed out. All right. So it's not a bottoming tail forever. So as you can see, it went down a little bit lower here, and then it made its way back up and down, put in a lower low, and it topped out. And so my guess is, now this could be a fake. Anything could change depending on the news. If Trump or if Trump starts talking cryptocurrencies or signs anything that's regulatory, this thing can blow through the moon. And for a little while, that's what it looked like. That's what looked like was going to happen. But we'll see. It's possible Bitcoin can come all the way back up, retest these highs, but not, if it doesn't go over these highs, that means it's going to probably end up going a little bit lower. Right now, it's at a little bit of resistance right here, right at the top of this day candle, and a little bit of resistance up here. And we'll see what happens. See what happens today. We'll see what happens the rest of the week. It is trading above all of its moving averages. I've got a 20-day, a 50-day, and a 200-day. And so that's a good sign. It's still strong. It hasn't broken below support. All right, let's see the weekly chart. Now, the weekly chart is still very bullish. Okay, I'm gonna have my morning Joe. By the way, excuse my appearance. I just woke up probably 20, 30 minutes ago. I've been up a little bit longer than that, but this is the whole theme. Now let's get rid of this. I wake up and I check the markets. That's basically what I do. And I do it just like this in my robe and in a cup of coffee. So, you know, if you don't like how I look, I'm sorry. And, you know, give me some comments. Let me know what you think. You know, if you enjoy this, you know, like I said, grab a cup of coffee and join along with me. I'd love to do a live streaming at some point. Let's take a look at this weekly chart. This weekly chart says a lot of things here. First of all, I don't know if you're familiar with a cup and handle formation, but this half circle, that is like the shape of a cup, okay? Cup, right here. And then this, all this zigzag up and down, up and down, up and down, this consolidation that went on for weeks and weeks and weeks, that is considered a handle. So here you have a cup and handle, similar to my coffee cup, my coffee mug, cup and handle right here. And so that formation, if true, tells you that this is going up much higher. It doesn't happen right away. It doesn't happen one shot, although it looked like it was about to when President Trump won the election. This Bitcoin just skyrocketed up in a matter of just a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. But this cup in formation, you basically measure from the bottom, which is about 15,000, up to the top. I gotta go back to my line here, and excuse the noise in the background. That's my my heater. It's a little loud. Hopefully, it's not too distracting. So you go from the bottom here. All right, let's call it 15, 15.5, and you're supposed to go to the top of the cup. So it looks like it's right about here, 69. So from 15 to 69 difference, or 70. So let's call it 55. Let's just make it easy on my math skills. 55. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you would add 55. I don't know if you add it from the bottom of the consolidation, which would be about 49, 50,000, which would take it up to 105, or if you're supposed to add it from the top of the consolidation where the breakout line. See, I have this breakout line right here. All right, so that would be 68.5, call it 60, 69. So you would basically add 55,000 from one of these points, right? So either from the 50 or from the 68.5. All right, and that would be your measured move up to where it's eventually going. So if and I'll have to do my research on this, so just so you guys know, I'm actually learning very slowly. Honestly, I do have a full-time business. This is like a hobby for me, but I am learning the curriculum from CMT curriculum. So chartered market technicians are very interested in technical analysis. So it's a slow start for me. So bear with me as I learn along. But I will share my education as I go through this journey with you all. So anyhow, so you would take the difference between the bottom to the top of the cup and handle, you tack it on to wherever you're supposed to, whether it's the lower part of this consolidation or the breakout here, and then you get your next move, right? Which takes it up. So if it's 55,000 and you're going from the bottom here, that let's just call it 55 plus 50, that's 105,000, which Bitcoin already went up to 105,000. So, that move uh, occurred. Now, if it's meant to be taken from the top right here, the breakout, it's still got more room to go. However, not just yet. Another way to measure the moves here, and this is kind of what's already been satisfied. So if you go from the bottom again, call it 15.5, up to this point right here, 73. All right, so that's about 58,000-ish, 58,000-ish, plus 49, 50,000 here. So let's just call it 50. So if you take 58,000 from this low to this high right here, all right, and you add it to this point, now you're talking 50, 108, 108-ish, which was also satisfied right here. Okay. Now my numbers are not exact. I'm not using a calculator, but I would say, this move from bottom here to this consolidation and the move higher has been satisfied. And the fact that it put in a topping tail yesterday tells me that Bitcoin's measured move was satisfied, at least for now. And then it's going to have to continue consolidating based on whatever occurs in the next days or weeks. And who knows? I mean, this thing could trade higher, or it can, trade sideways and eventually come back down. That's what my thinking is, but what do I know? So, I'd love to see this come back down into the $70,000 range. As you can see, it's got the 20-day moving average here, which it looked like it was going to get to last week. I really thought it was going to head lower, and then we had the CPI report come out, and everybody liked what the CPI report was. So the market turned bullish. But this could still come back all the way down to really these levels, mid 60s, 70s, and still be bullish. And that's consolidation, and then head higher later on. So we'll see what happens. Monthly chart is still very, very bullish. I mean, look at this giant candle right here that occurred, back in November after the election. Is this a topping tail? Did December top out? Interesting. By the way, there's a lot of topping tails on the monthly charts. There's one for not to get off topic, but I don't know if that's there's a name for this candle. I don't know if it's actually technically a topping tail, but it sure as hell looks like a topping tail. Microsoft, somebody else, Meta, topping tail. December had a lot of topping tails, so I guess the theme of today's show would be topping tails. Did the markets top out? And obviously, I mean, these things have been running for a very, very long time, up in a way. So the markets get a little crazy and out of control. Yeah, they're definitely due for a correction. So let's see what happens. All right. So I guess I'm gonna cut this video short. I don't want to bore you for too long. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And well, I don't know if I'm gonna have a subscribe button yet. This is my first video, so I'm gonna see what I can put together in that aspect. But definitely let me know if you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up or shoot me a comment. I'd love to hear back from you guys. And like I said, I'm planning on doing this daily as much as possible. And it's just honestly me going through what, I come in every morning, I look at the charts, and I'll go through literally almost every single chart, or at least half of them, and just see what's going on. And so I'm just gonna record it, document it, and if I learn anything, that's the whole point. Is honestly, I'm just looking to learn as much as possible. And if somebody else can learn anything from it, then even better. Or maybe somebody else will come along and teach me a thing or two, which is even better than, you know, better than better. Cheers. Have a great day. God bless.